So we're going to start from child's pose position, Balasana. And if you like, you can do it with your knees wider than your hips. Remember to protect your knees, like I always suggest. And if you have your knees wider than your hips, you can allow your belly to sink and to drop to the floor, towards the mat, and so you can have your belly relaxed. So make sure that your elbows and your shoulders are also soft down the mat. So no creating tension in your shoulders. Just be aware of that, please. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, and if you cannot reach the mat with your forehead, remember to bring the floor closer to your forehead by placing a block under your forehead. So relax shoulders, relax elbows, and lower back. Just take a moment here as we breathe in and out. Make sure your upper spine in between your shoulder blades are relaxed. So releasing any tension on the back of your rib cage. And just keep the breath flowing. Stretch your lower back, opening through the hips. Relax your pelvic floor. And then slowly from Balasana, we're going to find our way to tabletop position. Now, draw the knees under your hips. So if you have your knees wider, just bring the knees under your hips and your wrists under the shoulders. And from here, we're going to move the hips back to the heels and back through center. Just few movement here. Relaxing and releasing your lower back. Couple more rounds. Gently mobilizing the hips, and then slowly let's come to tabletop position. From here, let's move the spine now into the cat-cow. With inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round the spine into the cat, chin, belly in. Inhale, sink the belly, arch the spine, look forward. Exhale, rounding into the cat. And just at your own pace, keep moving, linking the breath with the movement. And as you slow down the breath, you will slow down the movement as well. Couple more rounds. And with the next exhale, we're going to bring the hips to the heels again. Child's pose. Keep the knees wide as your hips. Relax elbows and shoulders again. Breathing in and out. And gently, let's find our way to tabletop position again. Now we're going to extend the left leg back, tuck the toes under, press through the heel. Let's stretch calf muscle, the Achilles tendon. Keep drawing the belly into the spine. Keep the breath flowing. And then pick up the foot and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and then rotate the ankle in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. And then release the left knee down under your left hip. Now extend the right leg back, tuck the toes under, press through the heel, stretch calf muscle, keep lengthening the spine, keep the breath flowing. press and stretch your right calf muscle, Achilles tendon, and then pick up the foot and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and rotate the ankle in one direction, going into the opposite direction. Release the right knee down, and then again, move the hips back as you soften the elbows, relax your shoulders, forehead towards the mat, take a moment, reconnect back with the breath. And then slowly, let's come back to tabletop position. Now place your weight on the right hand and exhale to open and twist to the left. And exhale, lower the left hand down. Now inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand under the shoulder. Gentle twist, mobilizing rib cage and spine and shoulder. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, hand down. Now open and twist to the left, and then the left arm goes under your right arm. Left shoulder, left ear goes down towards the floor, and then you can wrap the arm behind your back or keep the forearm and elbow down towards the floor. Nice deep breath. And right hand under the shoulder and the twist, come to tabletop position. Now place the weight on your left hand. Inhale, open and twist to the right. And as you exhale, the right arm goes under your left arm as you release the right ear down, right shoulder, and then wrapping the arm behind your back if that works for you. If the shoulder feels a little bit tight or you have some issue there, you just lower the left elbow and the forearm down towards the floor. Just be aware of your body, limitations of the body, the joints and muscles, ligaments, tendons. Just breathe through this twist. And a couple more breaths. And as you exhale, lower the left hand down and gently, slowly undo the twist and come back to tabletop position. From here, let's move the hips to the right, to the heels, to the left, slightly hips forward, to the right, to the heels. Just a couple more rounds, gently rotating the hips. Relax your shoulders and elbows, so bring more fluidity to the movement. And let's go to the left now. Left to the heels, to the right and forward. Move the hips to the left, down, to the right and forward. One more round. Back through center. Now move the hips to the heels, walk the hands to the left side. Our first lateral stretch, right hand on top of the left hand. Elbows down, forehead towards the mat, release the spine, the neck, and just breathe through the right side of the torso. Slowly lift the head and the chest slightly away from the spine. Move to the right, place your left hand on top of your right hand. Relax your elbows, shoulders, everything goes down to the right side of your mat. Just breathing in and out. And slowly let's come back to tabletop position. Make sure your elbows are under your shoulders, knees wide as your hips, tuck the toes under. Pressing, let's lift the hips into downward dog. Heels to the floor, chin to the chest. Heels up, knees down, tabletop. Extend the right arm forward, the left leg goes back. Take a couple breaths. Press through the heels, keep the core engaged. Right hand down, left knee down, tuck the toes under, downward dog, adding the Svanasana, chin to the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, heels up, knees down to table. Engage the core, left arm forward, right leg buckle back, couple breath. Breathing in and out. Take an inhale, hand down, knee down, tuck the toes under, downward dog, chin to the chest, crown of the head towards the floor. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, knees down to table, move the hips to the heels, and then slowly down to child's pose. Take a couple rounds of breath. From Balasana, we're going to come to table, stepping forward with the left foot, right knee slightly up and down to have more opening. Your right hip flex or hands to your thighs to gently move the chest away. Just relax the shoulders back and down. And you can keep the hands down to your left side as you soften the elbows by your rib cage. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, slowly move the hips forward to open, to stretch your right iliopsoas. Neutral neck, breathing in and out. Now lower the hands down towards the floor, tuck the toes under, lift the knee into high lunge, and then rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And then slowly release the knee down, bring the hands again, move the chest away, release your shoulders back and down. Now inhale, bring the arms overhead, grab your right wrist with your left hand, and then slowly guide the spine gently towards the left. Relax the elbows and shoulders, keep opening from the chest, and go deeper into that hip flexor. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, the spine comes back through center, lower the hands down, straighten the knee, move the hips back as you pick up the ball of the foot and release the chest over to your left thigh. Nice deep breath. And flex your left knee. Bring the left knee back and step forward with the right foot. Make sure your left knee is going slightly back and down, and then hands to your thighs to move the chest away and shoulders by your rib cage. Keep the breath flowing. Nice, easy breathing, and as you exhale deeply, you're going to move the hips a little bit more forward to the front of the mat. Watch your breath. And lower the hands down towards the floor, tuck the toes under, knee up, and then rock back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now lower again, the left knee down towards the floor, hand to your thighs to move again the chest away. Now bring the arms overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand, take a deep inhale, flex the elbows, and as you exhale, the spine is moving gently towards the right. And breathe through the left side of your torso. And back to center. Hands down, tuck the toes under. Let's step back and downward dog. Have your feet wide as your hips, wrist wide as your shoulders, chin to your chest, and heels towards the mat. Lengthen the spine, release the crown of the head towards the floor as you press with the heels to stretch your Achilles tendons, your calf muscle, then heels up. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, heels up and down. And let's just keep lengthening the spine. Now, one more time, inhale, bring the hips up. And then slowly lower the heels towards the floor, knees down to tabletop. Let's move to child's pose as we bring the hips to the heels and bring the arms down by your side, releasing it down towards the floor, forehead towards the mat or towards the block, and gently rock the forehead from side to side. Bring the head back to center, standing in the knees, scoot the arms up and overhead, and exhale, lower the hands to tabletop position. Let's step forward with the left foot, and then keep the right knee down and just walk the left foot to the edge of the mat. So release again, pelvis and hip flexors towards the floor as you place the wrist under the shoulders. Make sure you're flattening your upper back so you're not rounding. You want to lengthen the spine. You can close your eyes and breathe through this. Relax the pelvic floor. Keep working and opening that right hip flexor. Then bring the left arm forward, up, rotate, and all the way back. Look over to the shoulder. Gently guide it slightly back to open the front of the shoulder as you keep your left knee bent and your right knee down. And then bring the left arm up to the sky and place the hand under the left shoulder. Bring the left knee back and let's move to child's pose. Soften the elbows, shoulders, forehead towards the mat. Nice, deep, easy breathing. And let's come back to tabletop position. Stepping forward the right foot. Keep your left knee down. Walk the right foot to the edge. Wrist under the shoulders and gently press the hips towards the floor as you lift from the chest. Try to keep your hips even. Don't drop the head. Keep your neck in line. Soften the hips. Soften your pelvic floor. Activate your hips muscles. And then from here, right arm goes forward, up to the sky, and then bring the arm behind you, shoulder height, and gently guide that right arm back. So you're making sure you're open, stretching the front of your right shoulder. Inhale, sit down, up, forward, and down. Bring the right knee under your right hip, move the hips again to child's pose. Take a moment as you breathe in and out. Inhale, let's come back to tabletop. And from tabletop, again, step forward with your left foot. Now, keep the right knee down, but pick up the top of your right foot. So flex your right knee, and with your left hand, grab the top of your left foot. And you, if you like, you can bring your right hand to the front of your left thigh. That's a little bit of balance here as you stretch your right quad and the front of your shoulder, left shoulder. Keep the breath flowing. You're hiking, running, or biking. This is going to be a good thing for you to stretch the quads. Take a deep inhale and then slowly release the foot down. Lower the hands down, bring the left knee back, and then step forward with the right foot. From here, just find your balance and pick up the left foot off the mat, bend the knee, and reach with your left hand to grab the top of your left foot and place the right hand on top of the right thigh as you guide the left knee, the left heel closer, and lift the chest. Breathe through this. Couple more breath. Exhale, foot down, hands down, right knee comes to meet your left knee. And let's all take a moment to child's pose. With the next inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and let's come to seated position. So adjust your blanket or your towel to sit on the edge of your towel. And that's going to do a Sukhasana, easy pose or any pose that allows you to relax your hips and to keep your spine upright. So from here, we're going to reach with the arms overhead to lengthen the spine and then lower the hands to your heart center. Take a moment here to connect with the breath. Slowing down the inhales and the exhales. With the next inhale, throw the hands up and overhead and twist to the right from the waist up. Place your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Look over to your right shoulder. Keep the spine nice and long, nice, easy breathing. It is. Nice inhalation, full exhalations. And from here, keep your left knee on your right, your left hand on your right knee, and the right arm goes over and the spine goes to the left. Nice inhales. Deep, long exhales. Inhale, spine back to center, release the right hand down and do the twist. Inhale, both arms overhead, nice long spine, hold the belly in, exhale, twist to the left, right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, look over to left shoulder. Stay in the twist. Keep your right hand to your left knee, and with the next inhale, the left arm goes up, and then the spine moves to the right. So there's a lateral stretch here as you press through both hips. Try to keep your left hip down and keep guiding that left elbow back to get that opening on the front of the shoulder and chest. And slowly back to center and do the twist, bring the arms to the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, and as you exhale, the hands are going down to the heart. Concentrate back to your breath. And take a deep inhale, interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, round the spine, draw the belly in. Inhale, release the hands, bring the arms into deep position. Bring the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, inhale, move the arms away to stretch the pec muscles, and then slowly release the hands down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart, rounding the spine, interlace the fingers, straighten the elbow. Inhale, lift the chest, bring the arms in deep position and all the way back to interlace the fingers down the sacrum. Inhale, move the arms away, open the chest. Exhale, release one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Nice long spine. Hands to the heart, round the spine, belly in, straighten the arms, chin in. Open the chest, arms in deep position, and then back to stretch and open the pec muscle, front of the shoulders. And exhale, release the hands. Inhale, bring the arms overhead and then slowly lower the hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Let's reconnect back with the breath. And then slowly release the hands down towards the floor. Now bring the sole of your feet together with the heels away from your pelvis. Place your hands to your feet. Relax your elbows, round the spine, stretch the back of the rib cage as you bring the crown of the head towards the feet. Use your breath, long, deep, and full. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and let's come into seated position again, maybe changing the position of your legs. With your next inhale, release the left hand down, bring the arm overhead, flex the elbow, and place your hand to your left ear. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, release right ear to right shoulder. Close your eyes, deepen your exhalations. And release, head back to center. Now the left arm goes overhead with an inhale, and then lower the hand to your right ear. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, left ear goes down to left shoulder. Close your eyes and concentrate, and then down, deep breath. Relax your right shoulder down. And release, head back to center, both hands down to your knees. Inhale, lift the chin up. Nice deep exhale through the nose as you guide the chin to your chest, stretch the back of your neck. Inhale, long, deep, and slowly lifting. Exhale, long, deep through the nose to the chest, and just moving at your own pace, linking the breath to the movement. With your next inhale, the chin comes up. And with exhale, you rotate the chin towards your right shoulder to the chest. And with inhale, you go to the left now. And keep moving same direction. And reverse, going to the right now. Exhale to the left and down. Last round, going in the same direction. And then slowly return the head back to neutral position. Now draw the chin slightly back, chin to the chest, and with both hands to the back of the head, elbows in, upper spine long, nice deep exhales as you stretch the back of your neck. Slowly release, bring the elbows out, down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders up, forward, down and back. A few more rounds, going up, back and down, up, forward, down and back. One more round, shoulders up, back and down, and then forward, down, and come to neutral position with the hands together. Take a moment again as you reconnect back with the breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale, lower the hands down by your hips. Now keep your right knee bent so your right heel is close to your pelvis, and your left foot to your left heel, we're going to rotate it and bring it back here. So make sure your left hip is sinking down so both hips are even. And we're going to rotate to the left, bring the left hand to your right knee, move the hip up and rotate it over to your right shoulder. And exhale, release the hip back down and bring both hips even. Pick up the left hip and from the waist up, twisting to the right, look over to your right shoulder. And then slowly release it down to this floor. Couple more times, lifting and twisting, look over to right shoulder. Exhale, slowly release it down, one more. Inhale, lift. And then slowly release it down towards the floor. Keep your right heel where it is. We're going to open the left leg out to the side with the toes pointing up to the ceiling. Bring the right arm up, flex the elbow, and the spine goes to the right. And then the spine comes back into a neutral position. We're going to go to the left and over to left leg. And back up, neutral spine, one more time. I'm going all the way now. Flex your right elbow, place your right hand to the back of your head, guide the right elbow back, and then slowly breathe to the right side of your rib cage. Press through both hips. Keep the breath moving. Take a deep inhale, and then slowly the spine comes back to center. Now rotate the spine, the chest and the belly over to your left leg. Both hands to either side of your left leg. Flex the elbows, release the forehead, force the knee. Straighten the arms and lift the chest. Flex the elbows, relax the belly, force your left thigh. Straighten the arms, move the chest away. One more time, flex and release and hold in position. Keep the breath moving. Moving slowly, lift the head, lift the chest, and let's come back to center. Now the left leg goes forward, and we keep the right foot touching the inner thigh of your left leg. So with the next inhale, bring arms overhead. Flex the elbows, cactus arms, and then exhale, lower the spine halfway down. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the arms overhead. Exhale, flex the elbows with a nice long spine, lower the chest halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms up and overhead. Exhale, flex and lower halfway down. And inhale, turn back up. Exhale, release the arms down towards the floor and extend the left leg forward. Bring the right foot in and then flex the right knee and bring the right heel to touch your right, kind of like the outside of your right hip. Remember, sink both hips even. We're going to twist to the left, placing the right hand to left knee. Inhale, lift the hip, look over to left shoulder. Exhale, sink the right hip down. Inhale, lift and twist. And exhale, both hips even down towards the floor. One more time. Inhale, lift and twist to the left, over to left shoulder. Exhale slowly, release it down. Return the spine back to center and extend the right leg out to the side. So your left foot is touching the inner thigh of your right leg. Lower the right hand down, extend the left arm over to left ear, flex the elbow and release the spine. Flex the elbow, place the left hand to the back of your head and guide the left shoulder back. Concentrate on the breath. We're stretching the side of the rib cage. We're stretching the inner thigh and the back of your right leg. Nice, deep, easy breathing. And take a deep inhale back to center. Rotate the chest over to your right leg. Place both hands either side of your right leg. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower the chest down to your right thigh. Inhale, move the chest away. Exhale, flex and release. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, lift. And slowly lower. And slowly, gently come back to center. Now bring the right leg forward. Keep the left foot touching the inner thigh of your right leg. With the next inhale, arms overhead. Press through the back of your right leg. Flex the elbows, cactus arms. Keep the spine nice and long. And exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, spine comes back to center. Straighten the arms up to the sky. Flex the elbows halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms overhead. Reach to the fingertips. One last. Exhale, flex the elbows lower. And slowly back up. Release the arms down towards the floor. Straighten the left leg forward so both legs are straight press through the back of the legs, spine nice and low. Let's come to Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Inhale, reach with the arms, pull the belly in, nice long spine. As you exhale from the waist up, you release the hands wherever you can reach. Maybe you can touch your toes, or you just lower the hands to your shins. Make sure your shoulders are backing down and you're breathing. If you need to bend the knees, please do so. And slowly bring the chin in, arms overhead, reach with the spine. And exhale, lower the hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back, and down. Let's rotate to the front of the mat. Let's come to the front of the mat. Keep your blanket handy to support your neck and your head. And we're going to come from the front of the mat, chin to the chest slowly. We're going to round the spine, belly goes in gently, one vertebra at a time. We're going to release the hip down towards the mat or towards the blanket. Okay, now bend the knees. Let's have a moment here with the knees bent, with the feet wide as your hips and the hands to the belly. Chin slightly tucked in, reconnect back with the breath. And let's guide the left thigh into the chest with the hands, the fingers interlaced under your knees. Let's make circles on that left hip. On one direction. Opposite direction. And then holding from the back of the hamstring, straighten the right leg, left leg up, flex the knee and lower. Inhale, straighten, flex and lower. Inhale, up and down. One more. Up and down. Release the left foot down. Now let's do the same thing. Bringing the right thigh into the chest and just rotate the hip. From the hip, the knee going in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. And back to center, holding from the hamstring, straighten the right leg up and down, up and down, up and down. One more, up and down. Now lower the right heel under your right knee. So make sure that both feet are wide as your hips. The chin is slightly tucked in. And we're going to coming into bridge pose very slowly, going up and down. So with the next inhale, pick up the pelvis, lower back, middle back, go high into the bridge. And slowly from the high bridge, we're going down, middle back, lower back, sacrum down. Lift the pelvis, lower back, and come high into the bridge. Gently going down to the mat. At your own pace, going up and down. Few more rounds, working on strengthening those back muscles. At the same time, you are opening the front of the chest. Keep the chin in, stretch the back of your neck. Exhale to lower, in control the breath, in control the movement. Couple more rounds, slowly going up. Slowly going down. One last, inhale, pelvis, lower back, middle back, high back. Gently releasing down towards the floor. Now flip off the mat, Apanasana to counterbalance, flex the elbows, thighs in. Inhale, thighs away. Exhale, bring the thighs in and away. Just keep moving gently, releasing any tension in your lower back. Now keep the knees, the feet together and open the knees out and in. Exhale to open, inhale to close. Couple more rounds. And slowly back to center. Lower the right foot down. Place the left foot on top of your right thigh with both hands holding from the hamstring or the shin. Let's stretch IT band on your left hip. Gently guide the chin to your chest. Get that nice long cervical spine. And lower the right foot down. Let's come into half happy baby. Grab the outside of your left foot or the outside of your left leg. Make sure your left thigh is outside your rib cage. Chin to your chest and just work on opening and stretching that left hamstring. Relax your pelvic floor as well, your inner thigh, your groin. And release. Now lower the left foot down toward the floor by your right foot and then open the left knee out as you keep the right knee pointing out. So this is iliopsoas release. Keep your hips even, bring the arms in, cactus arms or T position to stretch and open it up to relax your chest and front of the shoulders. Then slowly the left knee comes up, place the left foot down, and then the right foot goes on top of your left thigh with both hands holding from the hamstring or the shin. Let's stretch your IT band and your right hip. Now release, left foot goes down, half happy baby, holding from the outside of the foot of the leg, guide the right quad to the outside of your rib cage, close your eyes and deepen your breath. And release, let go. Place the right foot by your left foot, and then with the feet together, we're going to lower the right knee out. So you're opening through the right side of your hip, releasing your right iliopsoas, and bring the arms again into cactus arms. Relax your chest. Relax the front of your shoulders. Now open the left knee out, so both feet together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Keep your arms in, cactus arms, and gently rock your head from side to side. Bring the head back to center gently. Take a few more moments here. Soften your pelvic floor, your inner thighs, your glutes, your groins. Now slowly Bring the thighs and the knees together. Walk the feet wide as your mat. Keep the knees together, releasing your iliopsoas again. Deep breath. Now separate your knees. Lift the feet off the mat. Come into the full happy baby. Holding from the outside of the feet, chin slightly tucked in. Make sure your lower back is flat on the floor if you can. And releasing the feet. Bring the feet wide as your mat. Let's do some windshield wiper movement as you bring the arms in T position. Rocking the head into the opposite direction. Moving a few more rounds here gently. And then let's drop the legs, keep the feet wide, and then let's drop the legs to the left and the head to the right. Hold it there. Get back to center again. Rock the head and the legs. Windshield wiper. One more time. Next time the legs goes to the right, just release the legs to the right and the head goes to the left. Get back to center. A few more rounds of last windshield wiper, moving the head, moving the legs. And slowly, let's come back to center. Now straighten the legs to the front of the mat, pointed toes, legs together, feet together, bring the arms overhead to reach, to create space, nice long spine. Take a deep inhale and exhale, bend the knees, hug yourself, stretch your lower back one more time. Lift the head off the mat, stretch your neck one more time, forehead to your knees. Exhale, the head goes down. The feet are going down, and then straighten the right leg to the right corner of the mat, turn the right foot out. Do the same with your left leg, turn the left foot out, and guide the arms away from the body with the palms facing up. You're now in your last pose, Shavasana. Close your eyes and just make sure that you are comfortable. If you need to cover yourself, you need to cover your eyes. Anyway, so you can enjoy this last minute together, where we are aware of the body, where we can get in this state in between falling asleep and being aware of the body and our surroundings. Eyes closed. Here's where you can let go your breathing practice and return gently, slowly to your regular breath pattern. Just breathe and take the time to notice the body, being aware of any tension you may be still holding from the crown of the head down to the sole of the feet. It's like you own your own body scan machine, and you can run it up and down, taking the time to be aware of those places, joints, muscles, ligaments, tendons, even your internal organs. You're going to instruct the body to let go and to surrender into stillness and relaxation. And feel the shoulders softening towards the mat. Your arms and hands are growing heavier towards the floor. Your chest and your heart are open and relaxed. Your abdomen is sinking slowly to the base of your spine. Your hips are feeling open and soft. And so is your pelvis and pelvic floor. The muscles of your legs are releasing. Any tension you might be holding in your ankles and feet are softening. From the shoulders all the way down to the sole of the feet, the front and the back of the body are releasing inch by inch. The muscles of your face are releasing, softening. Your jaw is relaxed. Your tongue is softening to the base of the mouth. Your lips are gently parting away. Eyelids, eyebrows, temples, forehead, and the crown of the head, everything feels open, soft, and relaxed. And from the crown of the head down to the sole of the feet, you are letting go. Now slowly, please begin to deepen your breath. Gently rock your head from side to side. And as you inhale, bring the arms overhead, pointing the toes. Again, create space in between each vertebrae. Grow taller. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, bend the knees, hug yourself, and gently roll over to one side in fetal position. Take a few more rounds of breath without rushing. Take your time. and the head comes last, please join me. Let's all sit together comfortably with the spine upright, soft shoulders, soft muscle of the face. And let's take the time just to be aware of our breath as we connect with the inhalations, the end of the inhalation, the beginning of the exhale, and the end of the exhale. We are aware of that microsecond that takes in between the end of the inhale and the beginning of the exhale, the end of the exhale, and the beginning of the next inhale. Slowly, please return to your regular breath. Just be aware of the body, how it feels after this time together. Does it feel lighter, relaxed? And take the time to notice the mind and the difference between the beginning, from the beginning of this practice till this very moment. That's my mind feels at ease, calmer. And if that is the case, let's work together. Try to end our day with this feeling of calmness and stillness and peace. And as we guide the hands together to the heart center in Anjali Mudra, let's take the time to be grateful to yourself for this time of self-care, self-love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We ask for peace, peace, and more perfect peace within ourselves. We ask for peace, peace, and more perfect peace with our relationships. And we ask for peace, peace, and more perfect peace in our natural world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Looking forward to seeing you next Thursday. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. And I'll see you next Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.